Si, ¿qué demandes? Commandement viens! Coupe! Halt! Get pace, sculpte!
With his fleet now built, Guillaume set about the momentous task of loading his forces.
Auditez, Ordines! Commande, auditez, Ordines! Pace, escolti!
With the winds now more favourable, and reports of Harold's army marching north to fight off a Viking threat, Guillaume was finally ready to launch his invasion. He plotted his course and set sail for England.
Audite ordines! Certe! Tutti mauvais! Vado! In avant! Seguez-moi! Vado!
Norman historians tell us Guillaume received consent for the invasion from Pope Alexander II, thus making a conquest of England a holy mission.
Tutti mauvais! Certe! Expecte! Perfecte! Orchestre!
Guillaume would land at the old Roman fort of Pevensey. The Anglo-Saxons had taken up residence inside, but they would prove no match for Guillaume's trained soldiers. He landed his forces and took the settlement.
Curservientes! Attention! Bene! Si! Schier! Cursor obéissance! Orchestre!
Dan safe vostre comand. Ut honor e forza.
Les Smolsons sont ici! Los Menaces!
Est baron legier jus est ver subene.
Per Sultan!
Quid mandes?
Sito! Si. Ambulo. Qu'une grande course. Oyez, oyez. Cavallo ici. Qu'une grande course. Cavallo ici. Si volets. Oyez, oyez. Ambulo. Qu'une grande course. Ambulo.
promise of land and riches in England had spread far and wide. Knights and mercenaries alike flocked to Guillaume's cause in the hopes of attaining great rewards, a large number arriving from the recently subdued Brittany.
Cuéntame.
Bene udite. Attenzione. In avanti, servente. Udite. In avanti. Garwigan.
Aiure Dial.
Yahweh.
Archietal. Arco Parat. Vinhesta. Kemandes. Sagita Inarco.
Ferme.
Kemandes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Archier Parag.
Yahweh.
Sagita Inarco. Arco Parat.
Yes, sir.
Arco Parat. Archier Parat.
Garwigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ferme. Yes, sir.
Sagita Inarco. Kemandes.
Aiure Dial.
Yes?
Vinhesta.
Quel lavoro?
Cos'è sarà massonata? Vado a lavorare.
Felice beat. Buon lavoro.
ma solo la cose.
Me flette. Beneffect.
Cavale parat. Cavallo ici.
Garwigan.
Commandes. Yes? Arco parat. Arquier parat. Arco parat. Commandes.
Yarway.
Ayored yard.
Ferme.
Arquier parat. Zinhead. Yes? Sagita in arco. Arco parat.
Garwigan.
Arquier parat.
Yarway.
Sagita in arco. Commandes.
Leggero Jules est verts pedei.
Pour Andrei.
Us honor e forza. Leggero Jules est verts pedei. Pour Andrei.
Guillaume now had a foothold in England. From here, he would have time to secure his location and resupply his forces before marching north and meeting Harold in battle. It would be at Senlac Hill that Guillaume, Duke of Normandy, would come to be forever known as William the Conqueror. Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Accesbets vos, compagnon. Soyez prest, compagnon. Affaiblir continent.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. the Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Maltese?
L'heure est de besoigner. Certes. Apertisets vostre courage, compagnons. Ici comme vos voldres.
Péricule!
De je commande, avant.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his army soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Vos stress l'encaisse.
Soyez prest, compagnon. Je suis votre serveuse.
Si. Lavoro. Ma sono. Me?
Ubi vado?
Fake.
Laburo. Spero.
Ascolto.
Edifico.
Spero.
Finit.
Quod. Ma sono.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Attention. Ite.
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
God. Sì.
Spero. Sì.
Me. Massone.
Che? Ascolto. Edifico.
Ah!
Edifico.
Ubi vado?
Laburo.
Che?
Masono.
Sì, parati. Obéir, c'est fécherie de Moscolets. Mon arway mène avec moi. Hors votre service. Mon destrière y mène. Fuer, Girid. Mon arway mène avec moi. Hors votre service. Incontinent. Jury de Mosvolens. Fuer, Girid.
Buon lavoro.
Mon destrière y mène. Jury de Mosvolens. Mon arway mène avec moi. Mon destrière y mène. Fuer, Girid.
Arco parat. Arquière parat. Quémande.
Labour Sperance.
Sagita in arco. Arquière parat. Arco parat.
Vado Labourat.
Sagita in arco. Quemandes. Arquière parat. Arco parat.
Acces Betzvos, compagnon.
Quemandes. Sagita in arco. Quemandes. Arquière parat.
Parats pour Labourat.
Arco parat. Sagita in arco.
Io ma sono la cose. Benefect.
Mandement.
Colonnes.
Lanquier Barat. Vado laburare.
Cos'è sarà massonata? Io ma sono la cose.
Tourma.
Io ma sono la cose. Vale.
Rompe.
Félicette Béat.
Vale.
Buon lavoro. Me plaît.
Lanquier Barat.
Attendez les commandements.
Si, bene.
Benefect.
Tourma. Bene audité. Vale. Demande. Arco Parat. Rompe. Arquier Parat. Sagitta in arco. Quemandes. Sagitta in arco. Tourma. Arco Parat. Arquier Parat. Arquier Parat. Arco Parat.
L'heure est de besoigner. Avant, compagnon. Votre yet pose à point. Si comme vos voldrez. Avertissez votre courage, compagnon. Quand je commande, avant. Avant. Voyons cela de Incontinent. Votre yet pose à point. Certes. Avertissez votre courage, compagnon. Avant, compagnon. Quand je commande, avant. Votre yet pose à moi.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Brest, compagnon. Je suis votre service.
Barak pour venir.
Toutes unités.
Bene.
Vado Laboura.
Comprendo.
Cos'è sarà massonata?
Vale.
Cos'è sarà massonata?
Intendo. Benissimo, beati.
With their stables in place, the Normans could add more cavalry to their army.
Udite. In avanti, serviente.
Buon lavoro. Benefect.
Attendez les commandements.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Accespets vos, compagnon. Avant, compagnon. Si comme vos voudrez. Je suis votre serveuse. Retrayez vos à moi. Je commande, avant. Incontinent.
The Normans discovered the source of the Danes' threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded. In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Porte votre service.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Avant, compagnon. C'est un calcul en la hausse.
Cavalario parade.
Scara formata.
Zitto.
Sì, parade. Quiete, cavals. Buenos días.
Soyez prest, compagnon.
Sì, parade. Cavalario parade. Buen ordines. Odite, servientes.
Aperti.
Certes.
Quando je commande, avant.
Je suis votre serveuse. Si comme vos voldres.
Mais Sultan!
Porte votre service. Attendez les commandements. Certes. Retragnez vos envois. Porte votre service. Retragnez vos envois. Avant, compagnons.
Mais Sultan!
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep. The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him. King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Yes. Look, you'll be ready, Freckes.
You should stay.